Okay, this is how I do my CE5s with the ETs to get craft. You lay down, you meditate, random, whenever you can. Give yourself an hour. Then visualize in your head, meditate, literally, get rid of your ego and everything in it, all your ideas and everything in your head that create noise, get rid of it. Then visualize the best you can, sight, smell, sound, feel it, sight, sound, all your senses, 5 senses, feel it, what you want to achieve. Then when you're done that, you feel the ET, hook up to the ET. That's your heart to its heart. Don't worry about where he is. Just visualize him, feel him in your heart, and send him the message just to him. Okay? Now, if you know how to get close to him, project your consciousness closer to him from inner light to inner light, that's great. He'll get it a lot faster. But if you can't, it's alright. Just send it to him. Then, that would be 2 days before the event. Okay? Now, when I do it, this is what I do. I go right in deep, okay? 2 days before the event, the CE5, say you're doing it Sunday. So you meditate on Friday. Okay? What I do is this. I lay down, visualize what I want. I'm going to be at Holiday Beach, and I would like a sighting at 4 p.m. out over the lake. At 4 p.m. out over the lake. And pretend you're on Google Maps. You're on the beach here, and you want a sighting out there. Come down into the body and see yourself on the beach with the UFO beside a cloud in the sky. Okay? That's what you want. That's what I do. And 2 days from now, everything is unwritten, everything is in spirit. Okay? Feel it. Everything is feeling. Everything is visual. Feeling and visual. Then, I take my inner light, I hook up to the ET's inner light, I reach out with my soul, I grab his skin, I feel the skin, I go up, I go down until I feel a good texture of his skin. Then I tune my inner light into his inner light. I can see his inner light, I can see my inner light, I can see his skin. And you'll notice when he turns, he'll be off doing something, and all of a sudden he'll go, as soon as you touch his skin, he'll go right in your face, and you'll jump. You'll probably break the connection and have to do it all over again. But as soon as he does that, you know you got his attention. Then hook up to him, visualize everything again, the big information bubble you want to give him, all feeling and visual, and give it to him. 2 days from now is a feeling and a visual. You'll learn it. If you do it 100 times, you'll learn how to do that. You'll get the whole calendar down. You'll get the whole year down in feeling. Then, when you've done that, drop it. Let it go for 2 days. Don't even think about it. Carry on your life. The better you don't think about it up here, the better it will be. Because what you do, as soon as you let go, as soon as you give him the information, you still haven't let go of that information yet. It still has to get to him. Okay? So as soon as you wake up from meditation and your grandma's broke out of the old age home and is wandering the streets, you got to go out there and get on it, right? You got to go out there. You totally forgot about whatever the hell you just did. That is letting go. Just like that, let go. One way or the other, let go of what you asked for. Then, when the day comes, be at where you said you're going to be, Holiday Beach, on the beach, at 4 o'clock, and lay there and look. Now, if it ain't exactly what you wanted, and show yourself in the vision, when you're creating the vision for the ET, show yourself with a camera, videotaping it. You want to videotape it and have the craft stationary. Actually, chant stationary, stationary, stationary. A sphere, stationary. Not a fucking balloon, a sphere, alright? And you'll know because balloons don't do right angle turns and sit there as clouds pass by, okay? You'll know. And they're not seagulls. You'll know, you'll learn after a while. And then, when that's done, when you do that, give it to the ET, let go of it, be on the beach, be there. Now, it might change up a little bit, it might be different, okay? But if it's a clear day and it's sunny, blue sky with clouds, chemtrails, I'm going to go over right now with you what to do with a blue sky, okay? I'm going to show you the blue sky I got right now and what I would do in the situation, okay? So this is the sky I got. I look right above my head here. Right above my head. Okay? Now you see that cloud there? I'm going to zoom into it. Now I got like 1,000mm zoom. And I'm using a Nikon P900, I think. Don't put it into the sun. What you want to do is this, okay? You zoom in like that, and you have, okay, now it's unfocused because I got it on a fixed focus, it's not automatic focus. Alright? So I'm going to cut it here and I'm going to make another video. Okay, now you're sitting on the beach, you're all ready to go. Put yourself in the shade, okay? In the shade. See? Sunlight, shade. If you're in the sun, you ain't gonna see nothing through the viewfinder or on the screen. Trust me. So get in the shade. Then you're gonna sit there and you're gonna find a cloud in the blue sky, okay? And you want sharp cloud contrast between the white cloud and the blue. So there's white and blue, okay? Okay, so here you go. I zoomed into a cloud far away. Okay? I got a 1,000mm lens on this camera, so it's great. Now, what you want is 25% cloud, 75% blue sky. Now, you're waiting for the craft, okay? So what you do is you just follow along, very slow. You think you're going slow, it's not slow enough. Go nice and slow. The ET's not stupid, he knows what you're doing. He's seeing through your eyes and through your soul. If you've been doing this long enough, he's seeing through your eyes and your soul. He's hooked up to you, he knows spiritually what he's doing. He's got no problems with that, like we do. You know, now the flicker, see how the camera flickers there? That's because the stabilizer in the camera has too much light hitting it. So you gotta try to do this opposite of the sun if you can. And this is not a very good case, but... And you just film it. Now, you might not see anything with the naked eye or through the camera. I'm looking through the camera right now. When you get home and you run it through a filter, emboss, try to run it through emboss. Alright? Jack up the contrast on the emboss filter. And anything up there will show up as a blip. And then you'll be able to see it. Okay? Now, it's best if you can do it on a day where there's not a lot of humidity in the air. The less humidity, the better, okay? Now, if you see a craft sitting in that sitting right there, zoom into that sucker. Don't be afraid. Zoom right into it. Film it the best you can. That's if you see it. But you want 25% or less, 75% blue sky, 25 or less. And go nice and slow, right like that. Okay? Now, go slow, because if he's going to pass a craft along a persistent chemtrail, you're filming a persistent chemtrail, and the craft is going to go right across the screen where the clouds are there, you want to go slow because you want to film it, right? So go slow. And follow the chemtrail back and forth until it's gone. Literally. Give the ET some time to put the damn craft in there for you to film it. That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to cut this one. I'm going to go on another cloud, maybe a better one. That's pretty good there. This is a little far away, but you never know, right? So, yeah, you want it like that, right about there. Follow along, like that. And even if you got nothing to do, and you didn't do no CE5, and you didn't ask the ET spiritually, still get out there and practice this stuff. You never know what you'll get, man. Sometimes it's ordered up with your soul, where you don't even have to configure it in your ego asking, it just happens. Okay? And it's awesome. When you finally get a hit, you're going to have a heart attack. Remember, you can zoom in on the program on a computer on your footage later. You enhance the footage later. So give it some space. Like that. Nice contrast there, boy. And visualize. When you're doing this, looking through the viewfinder, visualize a craft sitting there. The whole time you're doing it. Oh, that'd be cool if there's a ship right there. Oh, it'd be cool if there's one there sitting there going in and out of that cloud. If you're doing a chemtrail, there. That'd be cool to see one there. I thought I actually saw something there. But anyway, that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. What you're doing when you're visualizing this and you're hooking up to the ET at the same time, you're showing him what you like. And then what to do. He's seeing what you're seeing. Because you're sending it to him. You're one. He's one. His inner light and your inner light. He can stop and look through your eyes. And that's what he's doing. I know it's hard to wrap your head around, but okay, here's one opposite the sun, okay? So this is better for you to see. Sun's over here, right across. That's way out there, this cloud, way out there. I like it right above my head, so I don't have to zoom out so much. What you do, 25 cloud, 75 or 75%. See? It brightens up all blue, but if you put it like that, it gets real dark. You can hang right there in that spectrum. With that contrast, you're golden, man. That's the best. And you just film around it like that. Now, for me, I always ask the ETs, I want it right over my head. Or within like a 45-degree angle around my head in the sky, 45 degrees. So, from where I am down to the horizon, about 45 degree, that's where I always like to put it. Because some of these things are so small you wouldn't even believe it. And they're sitting there, and now you're going to get all kinds of crap. You're going to get the balloons, all different colors, all different shapes. And you're going to get juiced from balloons. Get all excited, thinking it's ET. Okay, but if it's a balloon, it's a balloon. Don't even bother with it. ETs, alright, they can make balloons, but you don't want a fucking balloon, alright? You don't want a balloon. You want something that's not balloon shaped. So, in my meditations, when I hook up to the ET, and I say, opposite the physics, defy the physics of a reality, which means don't act like a fucking balloon. I don't want to see a balloon. I want to see a craft going in and out of the clouds, left, right, stationary for 65 minutes. I've done that. I filmed the craft right here where I'm sitting for 65 minutes above this tree, right up there for 65 minutes, and it didn't move a foot. Okay? Not a balloon. Clouds passed by it, all around it. Okay? Seagulls will look silver. When they hit the light rate, seagulls, ring-billed gulls, herring gulls will look silver. So you gotta watch, and they fly weird, and they look like UFOs, man. You gotta watch that. That's why you need a high-def camera, 4K or better, or is that the best you got? I don't know. I'm not much for video. All right. Then you get great big giant seed pods. If it's really windy out somewhere, you're gonna get garbage falling that gets sucked up into the atmosphere. Pieces of paper. I filmed that before. I filmed balloons, seagulls, seed pods from poplar trees, cottonwood trees, and all this crap. You may not have poplar trees in your area, but that crap, it gets caught in the wind up in the atmosphere, it can blow across the damn ocean. Alright? Trust me. You got birds, hummingbirds, bugs, all kinds of stuff. You want something and ask. That's why you need to ask the ET specifically. I ask for stationary craft above my head for as long as you can, and put that into feeling and send it to them. I put little arrows around the sphere. Up, down, left, right, little arrows when I send them the message, which means stationary above my head for as long as you can. And then I show him a picture of me filming it. Or I have clouds passing by the stationary craft. I'll make like cartoon clouds in my mind and have the clouds passing by the craft. When I send it to him, he gets it. He knows exactly what I want. Okay? Now these things also, I'll be filming a sphere probe, silver sphere probe. It goes from copper color to bronze color to shining silver in the sky. I'll be filming that over my head as it passes by. Out on the horizon, there'll be a jet about a degree off the ground, flying real slow. I randomly go over there to take pictures. It's not a jet. It's a big giant white sphere that's morphed into a jet that's broken in two places. The fuselage of a would-be jet is broken into two places. So I filmed a sphere probe over my head. Out on the horizon, I noticed something flying. I thought it was a jumbo jet. I took the photos. So anything can happen. And it's all deflections. It's all PSYOP. These guys are the masters of PSYOP, and they work on dimensions that you don't understand. Okay? You're filming the damn sky, and the ET could be standing right beside you, and you don't even know it. And you got to remember, when they're doing this for you, they're being tracked by the ops, okay? Black ops. And whatever the shit's going on in the government nowadays, or the military-industrial complex. So they're being tracked, so they got to do what they're going to do, and they're not going to harm you, and they're not going to harm other citizens, okay? Innocent people that don't know nothing, they're not going to screw with their probable reality. So it's going to be incognito between you and the ET, with as little as any interference of the public, okay? Seeing it. So it's going to be you and the ET filming. Okay, my glasses are totally watered out. I got salt mask. So these are just a bunch of tips I've experienced. All right. And now, if you don't get anything, doesn't Where you're supposed to film the craft. Or it didn't happen because the neighbors are sitting in the back lawn and they would have seen it themselves. You understand? All these things come into effect. There's a lot of things that come into effect that you don't know about. Doesn't mean they're not doing it. So try again another day. Change it up. So one thing I've learned is the ETs do not like the same how can I say it? The ETs do not like a program. At least mine don't. ETs that I talk to, they don't like the same thing over and over in the same spot. They want it random. So if you can go to different spots, wherever you live, go for a drive out in the country, do it there, go to the beach one day, do it in your backyard another day. Because if the UFO, if the craft keeps coming over your property day after day after day after day, you're pretty much dead from the ops, okay? The ops are going to be on you. You know, the fake phone guys, the fake cable guys come in, black car across the thing, your phone's tapped, all that. Trust me. And the ETs know this. So it's all for your safety. Safety you don't even know about, okay? This is all important. So I'm just showing you some examples of how I do it. And use a tripod if you can with a ball head. I'm doing it handheld now because I am. So yeah, 25%. If you got an IR filter like a 900, 800, 900,000 NM IR filter, use that too. Also use that. They're hard to come across. You can get them on eBay for the diameter of your lens or your whatever. Use that if you can. That's important. So I'm going to say, I got all afternoon yet to do my viewing here. Little spot cloud there. I ain't seen nothing in the sky yet, so I may have filmed something, but I don't even know it because I can't see it. Now the sphere probes that I got, they're always milky white, just like the cloud. You'll never know they're there. You'll never see them. And then you get the bubble craft, which I'll put in this video just to show you. And I'll put some milky white ones in there. So the thing's got to be really low and stationary for you to actually eyeball it. I don't even try anymore. Like I try, I look, but I rarely see them. So that's what I'm saying. And what you want to do is right up there, man. Right above your head. Always look above your head. Nice and slow like that. Now take it home and watch it. And when you get a hit, you're going to freak out, boy. Now, if it's a balloon going with the clouds, don't even bother posting it. You're just going to look like an idiot. Sorry, everybody that films balloons and calls them UFOs, but whatever. Sorry about your luck. Because that's what I did that. I never posted too many, but that's why I hook up to the ET and I get actual response from him back to me spiritually before I even attempt a CE5. So I want him to know that he got my message. When you've done it 100, 200, 300 times, you're going to want some more satisfaction. I want a lot more. Like, I don't want this bullshit. I've seen stuff with my eyes that'll blow your mind. It blows my mind. I still can't believe it to this day. But yet, when I do this, all I get are little sphere probes. the occasional big bubble craft, but and you get, if you're near trees, you get cobwebs, spider webs. Spiders will hang from this branch down to this branch, and they'll be hanging there in the middle, and you'll think it's a UFO because it's out of focus. You see long stringy things. Everybody calls them chemtrail hair. It's chemtrail hair. No, it ain't. It's like a spider web floating through the air. In the summertime, you have a billion tons of it, and the light hits the silk, reflects into the lens. If you actually go outside into the woods and walk through the woods, you'll understand that. As soon as you get a spider crawling up your face and your spider web's wrapped around your head, you'll understand. So, you know, just because there's something in the sky doesn't mean. And I'm just talking for daytime. Nighttime's a whole different scenario. Everybody wants lights, you know. I don't like lights. I want material craft in the sunlight. That's what I'm after. So there you go. And now he has an idea of what you're doing, so he can put the craft there. Alright, you get what I'm saying? At least the race I'm working with, and I'm assuming there's a lot of races, if not better out there, that can do better stuff. And then, when you're done shooting, you go back and forth a couple times. When you're done shooting, you think you see something, stop. Zoom in, check it out. Pull back, continue on. Because there may be something sitting right there. You can't see it. You go all the way down here like this, and then you go back up, and it's still sitting there. You know what I'm saying? But you can't see it in reality. But you can see it when you're on the emboss. Crank up the contrast on the emboss. And it's all it is Adobe Premiere Elements or other programs you can buy that do the same thing. Alright. And feel where you need to put the camera. Okay, feel. And then just go there, film, even if you don't see anything. That's what they taught me. And I've gotten it, man, many times. Just by feel alone. Because that's the true communication. That's universal communication spiritually. When you can do that, you're the shit. That's all I know. I know it's hard. You gotta get out of your head. And don't get frustrated. Throw the camera against the wall. Ain't gonna help at all. See how it's foggy there? If there's a craft there, you'll see it in emboss, but you won't see it in with eyeballs unless it's really close. And if you have one of those IR filters, 1000 MN, whatever they are, you'll see it maybe. I don't know. I've never got at that stuff, but. You're following jets too. That's another one I'll tell you later. Anyway, I'm working on the cloud now. Alright. Okay, so here I am. Change position. This is exactly where I filmed the bubble craft once. I call it the bubble craft because it looks like a bubble. I just follow along. Now when I do this, I film. It's not auto focus. I zoom into the cloud as far as I can, 1,000 millimeter or more, like this. I lock it off and I hit record. So there's no autofocus, and I pan out. Everything is in perfect focus. Everything from the cloud to my eyeballs is in focus from that distance. I started recording. That's how I do that. I just thought I saw something right there, but now also when you're doing this, when you're just randomly looking in the sky, you'll see white tracers when you're doing your C5s. Sometimes there'll be a lot of white tracers, other times there won't be. That's the sphere probes, man. They're flying by 1,000 miles an hour or whatever. That's them. Now you gotta get them to stop and go slow so you can see them. That's the hard part. There, that's perfect. If you can get that all the time, that's perfect. Remember, more blue than white. Actually, I should take off the stabilizer because it's bouncing around, screwing up my footage. You don't want to look directly into the sun either, especially if you're using a stabilizer. And I have seen no chemtrails today. I saw a few, but nice. And when you're doing this, listen to your internal responses to the ET and what you're thinking. If you turn off the camera and your internal response is, what the hell are you doing? Don't turn it off, get back in there. Listen to it. Don't even question it. If it works out or it don't. That's what I just did. I turned off the camera. I looked up, my spirit goes, why did you stop? It could be happening right now. Don't question it, just get back to filming. I'm running out of battery, so I gotta charge. ET knows you need contrast, so he'll put them right in where you get the good contrast. Especially if you train him like doing this. If you're doing this and he's looking through your eyes, you're training him. So tell him in meditation what you want. All the different scenarios with jets in contrast, the chemtrails along the chemtrails, passing by, shooting along the chemtrails, all that. Stationary along the chemtrails. You want it in the contrast of the clouds like this. And then when you're filming it, stay hooked up to them with your inner light. So he can see what you want. Trust me. It's working on a God level. You can't understand it. All I know is that's what's happening. Sometimes it works great. Sometimes there's factors involved and it don't work worth crap. But you're trying, you're doing, you're killing time. You got nothing else better to do. So you might as well learn while you're doing it, right? When you've been doing it forever, all you're doing is learning. And you're working with something that's unseen, an ET. Well, rarely seen. Yeah. So that's what you do, man. Just keep playing. And you're playing. It's not a job, man. It's not a job. Alright, I'm done. I gotta go charge up this camera before I still got hours to go.